coming live from the Serjay Nation. It's everyone's favorite radio station, Serjay Svek. And salutations, Serjavians. It is Serjay Svek. DJ Serjay. And welcome everybody, and good to see you here. It is Friday, November 25, 2022, 7:06 a.m. in the Philippines. Hope everybody is doing well, and if you are waking up and going to work or to school, I hope that you have a safe trip. And for those of you who are beginning to wind down, I hope that you have a good rest later. And now we do have I and Milas with us today. Thank you very much for dropping by. And yes, Milas, I do feel your joy. Now able to attend your first episode of DJ Serjay. Good to have you here. Good to have you here. And yes, we are just chilling here, trying to enjoy the show. And we're going to be doing just a few things here. The main topic of today's conversation is all about social media, because, well, social media is a very, very big topic nowadays, especially those of us who share the same VTuber space. So there are a lot of things that we will need to talk about in order to, you know, because there are lots of things that need to be discussed, is what I'm trying to say. But before we get to the meat and potatoes of it all, I wanted to ask, how is everybody doing? How is your morning? For those of you who are in my time, I hope that you had a good rest and a good breakfast. And for those on the other side of the world, I hope that you had a good day and you were able to knock out all of the goals that you set out for yourself. And even if you weren't able to do it for today, there's always tomorrow. We always have tomorrow. So you did your best today, but we always have tomorrow. And especially for those who are gamers right now, we still have the Steam sales. So if you are still wanting to go ahead and buy some games that you want to go enjoy, then yeah, maybe it's time to go ahead and be part of that Steam sale. Excuse me. I had a bit of a, I don't know if I have a cold or something like that, but yeah, just be careful. These things are still, just because you think that the pandemic is beginning to wind down, no, it's not. So be careful, everybody. It ain't over until it's over. So just be careful always, and make sure that you wash your hands, still wear your mask, and be safe. And also, yeah, I forgot that today is Friday already, so it's almost time to get ready for the weekend. What are your weekend plans, by the way? Yeah, that's why I sound a bit more nasally today, because, well, nose is stuffy. No cough yet, thankfully, but we'll see. Hopefully it's nothing too serious. But the problem with the pandemic is that you begin to think about how your health is, and every single stuffy nose, every single cough makes you wonder, oh, is this related to the pandemic or something? So you can never be too careful. But hopefully it's nothing. Hopefully it's nothing. The one thing that I've learned in all of my years is that you can't always go from 0 to 100. And just like the memes say, from 0 to 100, no. Because the thing is, if you always live your life from going from 0 to 100, you're not going to be living long. Your mind and your body are not going to be able to cope. Trust me. It's a horrible, horrible way to live. And, you know, just take it slow. It might be something like, it might just be a cold, it might just be a cough, but nothing way too serious. And so long as you keep that in mind, then you should be fine. And I'm trying to be optimistic, but if ever it gets worse, then definitely I will go ahead and talk to a specialist. And hopefully it will not be nothing too serious as well. Alright, so moving on to today's topic. So today's topic is focused on social media. Because talking about what happened this week, or for the past couple of weeks, it's really been a hot topic to talk about the fate of Twitter. Because Twitter is, as you know, there have been a bunch of other things that are occurring. And a lot of people that I have seen are worried that they will not be able to, they will lose their, how shall I say, their livelihood, or their contacts, for example, because of Twitter going down. But something tells me that Twitter is probably not going to be going down anytime soon. So I don't think so, because even with everything that's been happening lately, it's not going to go down, because it's way too big and way too important for a lot of people. However, how do I say this? There are other social media sites that have been popping up and being given the limelight recently, in the wake of these concerns about Twitter, and one of them being Mastodon, and the other one being Hive. And yeah, it's all about management, but we'll see. Hopefully it's nothing too serious. Knock on wood. But we'll see. In any case, while everybody was worrying about what's going to happen to social media sites like Twitter, people were wondering, like, do we go to Tumblr, or going to Instagram? Especially if you're an artist, do we go to Tumblr? Do we go to Instagram? Or do we go to Facebook? And hearing their concerns, it made me somewhat thankful that I already had a bunch of other social media before I moved on to streaming full time. So yeah, before I actually started streaming on Twitch, I already made it a point to try to get a Facebook account. I already have an Instagram account. I did have a real life Tumblr, but I closed it because after a while Tumblr became boring for me after a while. And I moved on to Twitter, and then I also don't want Twitter to fail because, of course, a lot of people in the VTuber community are there. And I have never seen a way more accepting, a way more lovely community than the VTuber community that I see on Twitter right now. Especially the PH VTuber community. You have no idea. Yes, Mastodon. It really, really does sound that cool, doesn't it? It's really nice. And with that, and we also have Hive Social, which is the other big one that was popping just the other day. Like, probably like 90, maybe not 90, but like 80% of the posts that I saw on Twitter are related to getting a Hive account. So Hive is like the combination between Twitter and Instagram. So you can post pictures, you can just post words, and what makes it at least better for me is that I can actually edit my posts. That is a game changer. No longer needing to have to delete my post and post another one, or no more need to put in another post and then put asterisk corrected spelling of the misspelled word. Yeah, it sounds like a winning formula, but I understand the concerns of some people. There have been a lot of rumors coming up because Hive Social is currently run by just 2 people, and there have been rumors going around about it not being safe, about the beliefs of the developers, just a whole bunch of stuff that's going around. I'm not sure what to think about regarding those, and I'd rather not dwell on it for this channel. But for me, at least, I did go ahead and give it a try. I have a Hive account now. I did try Mastodon, but the thing is, if you want to log in or make a Mastodon account, you have to choose like a specific server. Like, do you want to be in the general language server? Do you want to be in the Glasgow server or the Scotland server or whatever? So there's just a whole bunch of struggle that you have to go through before you can actually get to the site itself to make an account. So and Hive Social is a lot easier. The only thing you have to consider is that because it's just a 2-person thing, it's only available on mobile right now. There's no desktop. Kind of like how Instagram back in the day was only, well, it was available on desktop, but you could not add posts in Instagram via desktop. If you wanted to add posts in Instagram, you had to use your phone to do that. So we'll see how we'll see what the future holds for websites like this and for Twitter, because again, websites come and go, and some people may not have the energy or the willingness to actually set up a new account and try to promote themselves again, which is understandable. It's not easy trying to get yourself out there and then trying to promote yourself and saying, hey, look, I exist. I am here again. And then having to explain that, yes, I'm an artist. I'm a VTuber, blah, blah, blah. It's like starting from square zero all over again. And it can be such a hassle to deal with. And how people feel about that, I don't mind. I understand where they're coming from. It's frustrating, it's tiring. They might as well just stick to what they have right now, and that's okay. Just be nice to those who do want to branch out, or for those who want to stay. Because people have been teasing, yeah, you want to go ahead and try this thing, monkey see, monkey do. But, people are free to choose what they want to, whether they want to take the plunge or not. So, all in all, let's just be nicer to each other. Of course, this is the internet we're talking about, so being nice is not always an easy task. Mila says, you could show stuff on stream for this segment, or not set up for that yet. You could visit Hive. That's true. I could go do that. Actually, a little later on, or after I get through this part, I wanted to focus on one specific social media site, which is my Instagram account. Because I kind of felt a bit sentimental regarding about my Instagram account, because I'm sure you remember, Milas, how it was back in the day when my Instagram was focused only on food before I decided to branch out to make it into my streaming account. So there's just a whole bunch of things happening there. And I also wanted to focus on my Instagram account because that's the one that really survived how I was long before I became a streamer. Everything else that I came... And thank you very much for following XPH_. _123. Appreciate it very much. Welcome to the Serjavian Nation. If you are in my time zone right now, it's 7:21 a.m. on a Friday. I hope that you have a good morning and you already have a good breakfast. And if you're going to school or to work, be safe, stay safe. But if you're on the other side of the world, I hope that you are taking care of yourself, that you were able to finish all of your work and all of your goals for today. And thank you for the shout out. Just give me a second, will you? Excuse me. Thanks once again for the shout out. And yeah, the focus of today's talk is all about social media accounts. We're talking about how social media has changed and how people are how it's going along, that we are, the possible instability of Twitter, and how some people are scrambling to make social media on different accounts. And the focus of this stream also is that I'm going to be going to show my Instagram page, because my Instagram page was created long before I became a streamer. So you will see the kind of the evolution of my content backwards. Excuse me. Even though I was up during 4 a.m. during calculus homework. Goodness gracious, no. Wow. I do not miss calculus. All that advanced math stuff. That is something that I wish would just stay in my memories. So if you have to do that, I hope that you were able to finish it at least, because that's just a whole bunch of problems that are coming up. But again, I hope that you also get the rest that you need, because really, calculus is just a pain. I am not happy. I am happy that I no longer have to deal with school anymore. In hindsight, a lot of the Philippine VTubers that I watch, a number of them are still talking about, college work. And I'm like, huh, I feel old. Because I've been working for pretty much a decade already. But for me, at least, I think I'm fine having to deal with work instead of college or school, because school is just this whole other beast of demands, and it can be really, really difficult to have to deal with. But I do want to commend you and thank you, Eggs, for taking the time to come in and get to stream. Yes. Excuse me. Social media is changing people. Like my classmate was a nice, good guy, and now he's a freaking menace, breaking the rules. Ah, yes. Social media does change people, for the better, for the worse. I remember reading something on this site called TV Tropes, and one thing that I remember is called GIFT, or GIFT, gift, present. And what that is short for is Great Internet F-word Theory. F is F-word. Anyway, the point is that because of the anonymity that is offered on social media and on the internet, it's more people begin to realize that it's a lot easier for them to be mean, to be callous to other people. So it's not, by the way, Miles, just double checking again if my voice is okay, at least with the electric fan, because I have it on again. I really want to make sure this microphone is doing its job. But going back to my explanation, GIFT is all about the fact that on the internet, you are more anonymous than you ever will be face-to-face. And that offers some opportunities for people to be a lot meaner than they will ever be in real life. Because think about it. If you actually talk mean to people in face-to-face, for sure, unless you're super brave or super stupid, you probably won't say mean things to another person face-to-face right in front of other people, because definitely you will get in trouble for it. But so long as you're just another name on the internet, without a face, without any identity, people can be a lot meaner. Or people can be as mean as they need to without any fear of getting in trouble. So I understand why your friend might have changed eggs. I just hope that they realize that just because they are free to do what they want on the internet doesn't mean that they're gonna be free of the consequences. Cancel culture is a thing, and you know, you have to, just because you are given freer reign on the internet doesn't mean that you can just do whatever you want. It's not the Wild West anymore on the internet. We are beginning to organize it more, and I think a little bit for the better. What's this? So yeah, let me just finish this post real quick. Okay. All right, so we're done with that part. And yeah, if you hear me like this, I've got a bit of a cold. I hope it's nothing too serious. But yeah, the show must go on. DJ Serjay must be doing that. DJ Serjay must proceed. We have people to talk to. Egg says, when I see him later, I'm gonna say, touch crass, you ding dong. Ding dong is actually it reminds me of the ding dong chichiria or snacks. Those were the days. Those were the days. So anyway, yes, social media is just something that has exploded over the last few decades, and now new sites are just popping up left and right. Some are dying, some are experiencing a resurgence. All these things, and yeah, that's why I wanted to talk about my Instagram, because I think that is a good representation of Serjay Svek as he was, or as he is now, and as he was before. And I'm glad too that before I really started streaming and taking my social media seriously, that I already had accounts available on other social media. So at least if ever anything happens to Twitter or whatever social media site, I always have a backup. I was brought up in life that you can never truly hedge your bets. Right? You can never put your eggs in one basket. You always have to hedge your bets. So you cannot truly rely on just one thing. So, go outside, touch some grass, explore, and see what other options are there for you. As Milas so eloquently puts it, tell him to graze outside, you indoor carabao. Now that was strange. Milas, of course, always bringing in the very, very interesting, very interesting things. Thank you, Milas. So anyway, going back to what we're talking about, it can be a very tiresome thing, especially social media. It can drain you, it can change you, all that. But again, it's just like what people talked about with video games before. They say video games can make children do bad things, but I'm always an advocate for that media of any sort is just there, and it only depends on you, yourself, if you want to be, if you really truly want to be influenced by it. And of course, speaking of video games, I want to go ahead and give a shout out to my good friend, Ren Connect. If you want to go see someone who is actually good at playing video games like Splatoon, go ahead and give him a follow. Legendary tournament player, already played in Oceania in Splatoon. You will love his plays. Unfortunately, the skills that we have, that he has, is more of babysitting me when we play Splatoon together. Ren, good morning to you, but I am so sorry. We're going to be going through my Instagram in a bit, and one of the first posts that we'll be looking at is that 1-minute laughter clip. Again. So, forgive me, old friend. Okay, so let's continue where we're left. I made it at my college. Yay! Good to work. Good work, eggs. Good work. Mila says, unregulated media use can do bad, yeah. Temperance is key. Always temperance, of course. Even though media is not necessarily good or bad, you know, just it's too much of, how shall I say? It's just like what the Spice Girls said a long time ago in the forgotten age of the 1990s. Too much of something is bad enough, and too much of nothing is just as such. I hope I got it right. Oh no, he's here. Oh no, eggs. Okay, just do what we practice, but be nice. All right? You're better than he is. Okay. Not if you want to be my lover, Milas. We're talking about too much of something. Too much. Another classic Spice Girls song. Trust me. And then I have pretty much revealed my age. Anyway, that's just how it is, you know. We grow older, hopefully wiser, and okay, eggs, please don't say what Milas said, okay? I don't want to be responsible for your trouble, for any trouble you might get into. Okay, so anyway, going back to what we're talking about, so let's not put it off for much longer. Let's go ahead and check out the Serjay Svek Instagram account, and then we'll talk about how things have changed from Serjay Svek to back when I was still known as Hungry Hugot, which was the old name of that social media site. And be warned, you will see my face in there, and I hope that nobody will die after seeing my dashing good looks. He got a girl! Wow! Huh. That's new, eggs. Oh my. Just, you know, these things just happen to people, you know? Some people, it just happens, yeah. What a development indeed, yes. Thank you, Milas, for putting it better than I ever would. Alright, let's go ahead and visit Instagram, and let's go talk about things. Okay, so since I don't want it to be way too boring, let's go ahead and play some music. Let me just check if you can hear it. From being a menace to getting a girl, huh? Well, I guess it turned out okay. In the end, if that's how it is. So yeah, ahem. Shameless plug. If you want to go watch me, go ahead and check out Serjay Svek on Instagram. Woo, shameless plug. Let's go. Okay, so Well, gotta go. He needs my help. Well, thanks very much again for dropping by, Eggs, and take care for college. I know you can do it. Have a good day, and thank you again for the follow. See ya, Serjay. See ya, Serj. See ya, Eggs. And yeah, I do hope that girl can change him for the better then, Milas. But more importantly, even without the girl, I hope that that guy can change himself. You know, way too many stories have been told about, I can fix him. But I hope that guy can fix himself first. That's gonna open up a whole other bag of worms. Can of worms, excuse me. So anyway, here is Serjay Svek. And long before that, this thing used to be known as Hungry Hugot. This Instagram account used to be made only for posting food. So as we go down the list, you're just gonna be seeing a lot of food posts. And we're gonna see and I hope that I make you hungry. Yes, Somji, welcome, welcome. Thank you for the lurk, and thank you and yes, you do have a badge. Thank you for your support. And Lisha, thank you very much for the lurk as well. Good to see you, good to see you. Glad to have you here. If anyone can give shout outs to both of them, I would greatly appreciate it. I'm gonna be leaving in a couple of minutes, but I'm gonna leave my browser on. Thank you very much for that. Appreciate it very much. Okay, so now let's go ahead and just talk about what we have here. So most of this was talked about in my previous episode of DJ Serjay, which is my trip to Pampanga and all of the food, all of the sites that I saw. And again, just so you know, these are actual biscuits. They do have biscuits inside. They're not sewing kits. Not yet. But they will be eventually. And also lately, I've been posting a bunch of clips here, a bunch of updates about my gaming, so on and so forth. And yeah, it's pretty much all about my gaming updates now, maybe stats here. And I would just like to highlight that last October 23, I was only at 101 followers on Twitch. But now, as of today, we are now at 217. We have doubled the amount of followers in less than 2 months. Or rather, in just 1 month. And that has blown my mind. So I just want to say thank you everybody once again for all of your support. It really means the world to me that you're here, you're taking time out of your day to be able to watch me, and you have no idea how much that means to me. So thank you. Okay, so aside from that, yeah, and it also to have a YouTube account, Serjay Svek, as well. So we had 482 back last October 21, and now we're at 500. So yeah, we are growing, and thankfully not just big, also in our goals. I am so thankful that I don't have any gym today. My entire body is sore, as in sore like you wouldn't believe. These past few days with all of my exercises, I thought that I was going to die because of elevated heart rate. Because we're doing like circuit training, you know, just one exercise and then you move on to the next and the next and the next with like 30-second breaks in between. And then after you do that, you're given like a minute of rest, and then you do the whole thing again, but maybe you add like 2 reps each, for example. So I'm exhausted right now. My entire body is sore. My lower back is sore. My chest is sore. My legs are sore. But it's the good kind of sore. It's good. I just want to highlight this. If you haven't tried this yet, this is Margie's Hopya Ahos Garlic Hopya. So if you don't want to try your Hopya Munggo or Hopya Ube anymore, go ahead and try Hopya Ahos. Garlic Hopya. And let me tell you, when they say garlic Hopya, they mean garlic Hopya. It is so, so strong. Unbelievably strong. Trust me. Like, I cannot believe how strong it is, really. Like, you would be tasting garlic eventually. All right, and moving on to this next post. Oh, I just want to point out this one. Yeah, garlic and hopya, Ren. Garlic and hopya. It's from Margie's, from Bacolod. There, see? In Negros Occidental. It sounds really good, yes. It really is good. And I just want to point out this. If you go here to Mall of Asia, especially for Cosplay Matsuri, I still cannot get over this one. Look, 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 look. Or as I would say, Lolo, okay, okay. Lolo, okay, okay. So I'm very happy that Lolo or your grandfather is okay. But what about Lola? What about Grandma? This is truly a Reddit moment. Do not open Dead Inside, something like that, from The Walking Dead. But only now do I look, when I look at this picture, you see here at the K, it says at me. So it's supposed to say, look at me. I still think this is a silly looking design, but I guess their strategy worked because people are taking pictures about it and talking about it. It's even on Reddit, actually. So it's just a whole bunch of gameplay vids, and I just want to highlight this one. This is a clip that was made from one of my Sifu highlight videos, and this shows the skill of my editor, Gladius. And I want you to see what I did, and I love the meme that he used here.
You should have not reported for work. Let me get my broom. I'm gonna sweep this place clear of you. And you are done. Like the immortal John Cena said. Are you sure about that? You should have not...
Are you sure about that? I didn't tell him to put John Cena up there in the corner, but he apparently saw the meme and he took it. Ooh boy, those are just like the magical things that happen that you don't even tell your editor, and they're like, I got you, fam. Memes. Only memes are what you need. Oh. For the memes. Always for the memes, bro. And speaking of weird food, I tried this one, coffee cake soda from Melba's Fixings. It exists in your SNR or Landers. It tastes like coffee cake, meaning it's super, super sweet. And I couldn't finish it all. I really couldn't finish it all. It was so sweet, I couldn't take it. And you know what's the funny thing about this soda brand, Melba's Fixings? Apparently, not only does it have coffee cake soda, it also, I think it's also the one with the corn soda. Let me say that again. Corn, mais, soda, and ranch soda. Ranch as in the ranch sauce dressing. So I don't know what kind of motivation these people had to make those kinds of sodas, but I am never going near them again. No, thank you. And just want to highlight, there's me. See, look at that. Look away, everybody. Look away if you do not want to be blinded by my face. But that's me when I went to IKEA. I swear to God, one of these days, I will be finally able to eat at the IKEA Philippines food court. Because even if I went there on a weekday for lunchtime, there were still so many people lining up for lunch. It's unbelievable how many there were at the time. So yeah, Ren, you remember this one. You were there with me, actually. So yeah, it was like that. And then it was really, really long. And look at that, 375 pesos for the salmon up there. Good memories indeed. And, of course, look at this, Ren. I know you're looking forward to having this again when you visit Manila. One more time. Look at that. Mendocoro. The best Philippine ramen for me. If you want to go for like the best high quality ramen for me, go for Mendocoro. No doubt about it. And if you look at the bottom here, you see there's like wrinkling in the broth. That's because the broth is so rich. That's kind of like, you know, like if you make like nilagang baka, like that. You know, like after a while, if the nilagang baka cools, the soup cools, you'll begin to see like the little globs of fat on it. So the broth in the Mendocoro ramen is so rich that if you don't touch it after a while, it begins to wrinkle like that. So really, really good, but not really for your health. Excuse me. Sorry. Okay, so let's move on to... So just a bunch of more game highlights. That's what I try to do nowadays. And if you want to know what my favorite color is, even though I'm a very colorful person, as you can tell, I like red. Red, I always wanted to be like the Red Ranger and Power Rangers. Rest in peace, Jason Dean Frank, I believe that's his name. He was Tommy Oliver, the original Green and White Ranger. He passed away last week, or earlier this week. So may rest in peace. But for me, red is the way to go. So if you see someone carrying a lot of red accessories, chances are it's me. What about for you? What are all your favorite colors? Yeah, I can still hear his flute too. Those flute that sounds like a recorder, synthesizer or whatever. Yeah, and also Popeyes also has very inspirational messages sometimes. It's you are amazing. I don't know if you can see it here, but it says you are amazing. Who passed away? Oh, it's Jason Dean Frank. I believe that's his name. He's the Green Ranger from the original Power Rangers series from the 90s. Jason David Frank. David Frank, my apologies. JDF. And for Sam, yours is blue, yellow, and neutral. Oh, okay. I don't really know what neutral color is, but feel free to explain it, if ever. Miles, do you remember this burger that we had together? Remember that from Bad Bird? Look at that. Look at all of that lettuce. Look at all of that lettuce stacked up on this thing. Look at that. And tell me that it's not too much lettuce. My goodness. I pretty much had to unhinge my jaw to be able to eat this. I am a human, not an anaconda. I also had a mechanical keyboard phase. So my body is covering this, so let me just remove this. So I had a words per minute of 78, and and an accuracy of 98%. So that means that I can type decently fast, but the accuracy is much more important. A lot of people are really worrying more about how fast you type, but what if you always make mistakes, huh? So there. Som says, me who hates veggies. You know. Understandable. I have actually grown to love eating more vegetables as I grew up, but I still cannot eat most fruits for some reason. And that's the funny part, because kids are more likely to eat fruits than vegetables because it's sweet. Just like over here. You see this brown one? This is vanilla Coca-Cola Zero. I love Coke Zero, but having it... I mean, I don't love Coke Zero, sorry. I love vanilla Coke. But having it in Coke Zero form is interesting. Doesn't really taste that different, but I love the vanilla taste. And here is this white Coca-Cola is a collaboration between Coca-Cola and Marshmello. Marshmello is a musician, and they asked him for his favorite flavors. So that Coca-Cola is combined with Coke and watermelon and strawberry. So again, that's Coca-Cola with watermelon and strawberry. And I'll say, no. No, thank you. No, thank you. I do not want to... I do not want that. Thank you. I pass. I'm done. I'm good. And here were my most recent keyboards. I'll just take my face away again. So this keyboard is what you would call a 40% ortholinear keyboard. So as you can see, everything is arranged in like a grid. And you might be wondering, Serjay, where can you get the numbers, or your F keys, for example? So all I have to do is hold down one of these yellow keys at the bottom, and then if I hold this key at the left, for example, now I have a numpad over here. And then if I hold this key, this yellow key at the bottom right, I have all of my punctuation as well. It's a big adjustment, yes, and not everybody is going to like it, but I like it because it gives me a bit of a challenge, and it also really helps save space on my desk. And below that is what you call a split columnar stagger keyboard. So instead of 40 keys that you see here, this one has 36 only. So same issue, or same thing. If I press any of these keys, I can get a whole bunch of other functions. I can get my numbers, I can get my punctuation, I can actually control my mouse by using my keyboard, my arrow keys, or if I hold down another button. So again, lot of new memories, but yeah, it's not too bad if you get used to it. But for now, I am just sticking to this one. So this one in the middle is my current work keyboard, because it does have arrow keys in it. The only problem is that the question mark is way off to the side. So there's that. And this one down at the bottom is my gaming keyboard. So this is what I use for when I want to play games. And hello, Yuna. Thank you very much for dropping by. Good to have you on stream. Welcome, welcome. And yeah, I do have a collection, a modest collection of keyboards. I do not want to get much more because, well, keyboards are expensive. Yes, and thank you. Thank you very much for that. And thank you also for the shout out. Appreciate it very much. Are you a fan of keyboards? And just to get you up to speed, we're talking about, we're going through my Instagram because I wanted to show people the evolution of my Instagram account from before I became a streamer to now. Because we were talking about social media and, you know, everything that happened lately with Twitter and people trying to make Mastodon accounts or Hive and wondering if Twitter is going to survive. And I'm showing people that long before I became a streamer, I already had a bunch of other Serjay Svek accounts in like Facebook, Instagram, and others. So I am kind of prepared in a way. But I understand that it's very tiring for some people to want to start over again with a new social media account, because it really is. You're starting from nothing and you don't have the visibility. And I also don't want it to be in that point, because I love the VTuber community that I ran into in Twitter. It's nice to be able to stop by. Well, it's good to have you here. And I hope that you have a good day. If you are going to start your day, or if you are ending your day, I hope that you were able to accomplish your goals. But even if not, there's always tomorrow. And I just want to point out that in my cell phone, I'm the one that likes to have my zoom, my letters at the biggest size. And people are usually wondering, Serjay, what if someone is going to look over your shoulder and see what you're texting? And I'm like, so? Why are you looking at my shoulder? You peeper. Mind your own business. That sort of thing. At least I don't have to squint. I don't have to look too close to my phone to wonder, what is it saying? So at least everything is clear. Yeah. Oh god, yeah. Social media accounts are tiring. It took me a bit before finally figuring out what to do with my Twitter. Yeah. I actually had a Twitter since 2013, but I only started using it in like 2018. So difficult. No, Milas, I am not going to punch people that look at my cell phone. No. Definitely not. I also had like a survival phase. So during the pandemic lockdowns, I collected a bunch of sporks because I also wanted to prepare for any quote-unquote potential disasters. So I have a bunch of... Okay, fine, just raising my shoulder. But anyway, I do love these things because I can put them in my bags. And then whenever someone says, oh my goodness, we don't have a fork, or we don't have something to cut the cake with at the office, whenever someone has a birthday, and good old Serjay Svek comes up, pulls up one of these bad boys, and then saves the day. These are really nice. Expensive, but nice. Especially these two on the left. These are made of titanium. And the funny thing about titanium is that it's said to be like it is really light compared to stainless steel. But it's a lot expensive. Oh boy. And then I also want to highlight this one. This is Phoenix, which is a novel that I have been working on for many years. Unfortunately, I'm very busy again, but you can find it on my Wattpad. So I do have a Wattpad account. I do have 2 chapters up, but I'm kind of way too busy to get back to the 3rd. But we are now able to continue working on this together. And yeah, it's a work that I have been thinking about ever since I was in high school. But I never got into it until just this year. Because I was always wondering about, like, when do I post this on Wattpad? But I'm like, you know, if no one is gonna, if you're not gonna post it on Wattpad, how will you know that you are working on something, you know? So you might as well just take a chance, and if people like it, they like it. If not, at least you can say that you have announced that it exists. So yeah, don't let your dreams be dreams. And by the way, Randy's Donuts, it finally appeared in the Philippines, and look at how big this donut is compared to a 100 peso bill. All that size, but terrible taste. All that size, but terrible taste. Trust me, Randy's Donuts is not that special. You might as well go back to Dunkin' Donuts, trust me. Dunkin' Donuts, or I wish Go Nuts Donuts was still around and still popular, because it was so much better back then. And especially since Go Nuts is also Filipino made. We don't need Randy's. Randy's, I'm sorry. But yeah. I don't know if you've run into this before, but how many of you have used the charging stations in like a mini stop or a 7-Eleven? Because I have used the charging stations, and you need the 5 peso coins. And the problem is, if you see over here, you still have a port for the old 5 peso coins, the golden ones, and the new 5 peso coins. And because of that, if you don't have the right 5 peso coin, then you're in tough luck. But I spent like maybe 30 minutes charging my phone in one of these, and it didn't even charge like 5%. I was scammed. I felt so scammed. So what I did instead is that I just went to the nearest mini stop, because this is a 7-Eleven. So I went to the nearest mini stop, and it's a good thing that mini stop actually sells charger cables and adapters, so that you can actually use those things instead. So yeah, if you have to go, yeah, thank you for the posture check. So yeah, if you need to charge your phone, I don't think the 7-Eleven charging station is gonna help you. just buy one of those charging cables from Ministop. But anyway, we still have a long way to go. We're gonna be taking a 5-minute break. Go get yourself some water, get some snacks, and we'll be getting back to the show, and hope to see you by then. So thanks everybody for your time, and we'll go ahead and see you again in a bit. Hello, everybody, and welcome back. Thank you very much for your patience, and we'll go ahead and continue from where we left off. So yeah, we're just scrolling through my Instagram feed, and I am very proud of how much I have improved when it came to my food pictures. So Milas, thank you once again for all the tips that you've given me. Look at that salmon. Salmon fillet on a risotto. Homemade. My sister made it. Oh. And speaking of breakfast, look at what I found in the Landers not too long ago. Ta-da! Breakfast. Meaning, come on, let's go have some breakfast. So it's really, really good, you know, being able to see this. Nothing like a good old Nutella. And also, for those of you who don't know, I'm part of an amateur band called Tricycad. And we did play some songs back in the day. And if you go to my Instagram feed, you'll be able to hear some of the songs here. You'll be able to hear Milas's wonderful singing here. And it's not... But if you want to see all of the songs, you have to go visit my YouTube, because all of the songs are in here. Are there, rather. Milas says, glad to see your progress on those pics, bud. Just curious, were you able to use those skills for Sipud? Yes, I did. I also served as the food photographer for Sipud as well. And for those of you who might be wondering what Sipud is, I will get to that shortly. But yeah. So yeah, go ahead and visit my YouTube if you want to go see some clips or the music that me and my friends made in college. I consider myself like a variety streamer or a variety content creator, so there's always going to be a bunch of things that you can find before I focused only on streaming. And people on YouTube, I realize they really like to have they love tutorial videos. They love experiences like this. This is like one of my most popular YouTube videos, which is about the Kuji-in, or if you watch Naruto, like the hand seals that they do. So something like that. It was one of the most popular videos, and it's responsible for like half of my total subscriber count, excuse me, on YouTube. But I no longer want to make videos like that because they're actually very tiring to make. Having to hit record and then try to go through your script. And I didn't have a script back then, but even so, trying to check if everything sounds right, it's so difficult to do. So you might as well just, you know, stream and have fun. And that's what I prefer to do now. And yes, you did have an indirect part in Sipud, Milas. You certainly do. I want to talk about this next. This is a tradition that I have every December 31. So every year in December 31, towards New Year, I always pose in front of the family clock, and then I have a picture taken of myself holding an item. So whatever item it is changes. So for 2021, I had a picture of me holding the metal cup that I bought because, again, I had a survivalist phase. So I was trying to buy all of the things that are really good for like camping, for survival, in case some big disaster comes. But thankfully, we did not have a big disaster coming. So we're fine. We're okay. But at least, you know, I do have a bunch of stuff that I can use in my room because my room is on like the second floor. So in case if I drop something, I don't have to worry about dropping my mother's expensive ceramic dishes. I can just drop my stainless steel cup and nobody is gonna mind. So that's it. I don't know what I'm gonna be looking like for 2022, but most likely what I plan to do is I'm gonna wear my Serjay Svek costume to the best of my ability when I pose at the clock at December 31. So yeah, look forward to that, everybody, when the time comes. I just want to show that I actually made this video. So this video is what happens if you sing the alphabet song, but in the arrangement of the QWERTY keyboard. And we'll go to this one over here. So I'll let you go listen to that.
QWER.
Wait, let's do that again.
QWERTNY UIOPASDFG HJKLZXC V and B N and M. That's the alphabet in QWERTY. Please like and subscribe, it means a lot to me.
Your boy had some really weird video ideas back in the day. And Psalm, thank you very much for the cheer. I appreciate that very much. Thank you, thank you. Thank you, thank you. Oh no, there's this other video too. If you see my face, I also have it on my YouTube, but we're gonna play it from here. So before we go to this one, dang, I was imagining a mob Urukai singing that song of yours. What? Seriously? Seriously? Oh my goodness. So, again, Psalm, also, thank you very much for the bits. Once again, thank you always for the support. And this is a song, a cappella song that I did for Boysen Acrotex. If Doremi Coffee was here, she might be wondering, you know, about that commercial karaoke that I wanted. So here is definitely one of my favorite songs that I want to sing in, if ever I were to do like a commercial karaoke. Boysen Acrotex.
Habang buhay, ako sa'yo'y maghihintay. Umaraw man o umulan, di sasablay. Pintado sa aking puso, pag-ibig na tunay. Boysen Acrotex, the paint that lasts a lifetime. Almost.
Look at that face. Look at that confident face. And tell me you do not see the resemblance between me and between that guy and me right now. Yeah, I should have edited like video prison bars, but it's already on YouTube. You can't touch it anymore. But yeah. For those of you who are wondering, there's not much difference between what I look like in real life and Serjay Svek. And if you want to check out all of my other commercial jingles, all of my other real life YouTube account videos, it's all the way down here at the bottom of my YouTube channel, my old IRL videos. So all of my playlists are there, where I review food and drinks, where I do product reviews, where I read my original poetry, where I do comedy skits, and I do Reddit meme reviews. So a bunch of that. And also, to plug, if you're a Philippine VTuber and you also have a YouTube account, please let me know so that I can also update this list here. I want to make it like so I can feature as many people as possible here at the bottom as well. It's kind of like what you do on Twitch, where if you're offline, if one of your friends is online, the player on your Twitch channel will recommend that video of your friend. So I do that a lot for a lot of you on Twitch, but I also want to do the same on YouTube. So if you have a YouTube channel, feel free to let me know. Hit me up on the DMs if you would like to be featured. So yeah, a bunch of other stuff. This is yeah, Husk, you're one of those people there. Featured on the YouTube channel of Serjay Svek as well. Look at that. You with that glorious coffee made by, what was his name again? The Bone Man. I forgot the name of your illustrator, but he does really good work. And chili oil, homemade chili oil. It has habanero pepper, Scotch bonnet, Bahamian gold pepper, and Trinidad Moruga scorpion and marusot. So that's a lot of chili, but it makes me sweat, but it does not numb my tongue, so I can still taste. Thank goodness for that. Oh yeah, Man of Bone. Yeah, Man of Bone is a great illustrator. So if you're a skeleton-themed VTuber, go ahead and check out Man of Bone. Really good. And I don't know about for you, those of you who like to eat spicy food, but for me, if I eat spicy food, I want to still be able to taste something, okay? I do not want to taste nothing but pain. Goodness gracious. And Lorelai, glad to see you. Good morning to you. Welcome, welcome. We are just scrolling through my Instagram account, so you will be seeing my face, so look away if you don't want to be blinded. But I'll say this. For those of you who like to eat spicy food, for me, I want it spicy, but I still want to taste food. I don't want my tongue to be numb. Goodness gracious. If it tastes like burning, if it tastes like pain, it's not worth it, because you're not going to be able to taste any of the other food too, you know? Oh, mood, I like spicy, but if it's just tastes like spice and what's this? Then it's not worth it. Yeah, I get what you mean. It's very understandable, and I thank you that I am not alone in this. Okay, so we're done with that. Let's continue. My computer is a bit slow all of a sudden, so just give me a minute. We had a couple of drop frames there. Yeah, spice is an art form. That's true, Husk. And I'm sure that you also had to deal with a bunch of turkey demons today in your part of the world. Hope you were able to get the victory over them as well. Alright, so we're done with that. And a bunch of other highlights. And yeah, I did have a keyboard phase like before. And also, this is like my first unofficial merch in a way, because this is my current desk mat. I went to a Shopee and then I ordered someone to use this art from what's this that Mila's made. So this is one of my original banners, and then I made that into a desk mat, and I still use it today. So this is my first unofficial Serjay Svek merchandise. Hit me up if you want copies. Yes, that desk mat is awesome. Indeed it is, Husk. Even more Mila's work. Amazing, amazing. And as you can see in this video, this is what it looks like in there. And also, with my keyboard, I also have a bunch of videos on my YouTube channel where I do mechanical keyboard sounds. So let's just take a listen, because this is Gathering Ink Black V2 switches. Super expensive switches. Like a pack of 30? No, 10. A pack of 10 is like 500 pesos in the Philippines. So that's super expensive, but it's like one of the best sounding quality. So let's just take a listen and you can see. Yeah, we don't have to linger too long, but there's that. And I did that for a bunch of other things, silent reds as well. And yeah, they're very satisfying. But yeah, I get what you mean. See, silent reds. Barely hearing anything. And yeah, black switches are too firm because it takes like 60 micrograms of force to be able to actually press the switch. So after a while, it began to hurt my fingers. So I had to change the springs in the switch to be able to... Oh, Digital Talong, thank you very much for dropping by. Good to see you, good to see you. And yes, for Husk, Lori, and Digital Talong as well. The reason for the stream today is because we are talking about social media, especially in light with what's happening on Twitter, with Mastodon and Hive and all of those things that are happening this week. And I just wanted to talk about my Instagram account because it's been with me long before I even started streaming. And we're just showing like how my Instagram has changed from when I used to be when I was streaming and to long before I was actually streaming as well. So this one used to be my old Instagram, which was known as Hungry Hugot. And you will see a ton of food related pics down the line. And just like now. So my sister made some homemade laksa. Goodness gracious. I love this picture. I think I did a very good job with this one as well. And good thing too, because it's just around dinner time for Husk and breakfast for me. So yeah, keyboard phase, so many keyboards bought. And I just want to point out this picture of mine. At the left is 2017 me. And on the right is 2021 me. So, yeah. Sometimes when I think about how I'm struggling right now with gym and how much slower I'm losing my weight, I look back at 2017 me and I'm like, dang, what a difference. So, yeah, we have made a ton of progress in hindsight. And I'm glad that we had... We'll get there. It's gonna take some time, but eventually we will get there. Why are you saying that I look like Tarantadong Kalbo? In the right picture. Yeah. And Chad music ensues. Oh yes, it's a Pabile Ortho. I use ortholinear keyboards before. But I use another Pabile keyboard right now. So 40%ers. Yeah, I'm aware of I am aware of Tarantatong Kalbo. I love his comics. No pressure, the family is watching. Well, hello, Husk family. You're gonna be seeing a whole bunch of weird things happening. Hey, Serjay, you up for a voice right now? Okay, sure. Yeah, we could go ahead and do that. Come to the Discord channel. Let's go to the chat. I'll move over there right now. Oh, no. Oh, that voice. That voice. Okay, well... Husk, please explain to your family that this is a redeem. I need to get my timer ready. The things that I do. The things that I do. So, kids, back in my day, your old man Serjay Svek, he never had to try an espresso shot before. But look at that. Doesn't it look like nothing but black ink? Look at that. Or looks like soy sauce. But this is an espresso shot from Starbucks. And you know, the espresso shot was all the way down here. Very, very small. And I drank it and I thought I was going to die. So I had to put a lot of water to be able to actually drink this thing. And I thought my heart was going to burst out of my chest. What a knee slapper. Gee willikers. Yes, it's my Captain Cuttlefish impression. And look here. During the pandemic, I used to drink nothing but 3-in-1 coffee like Copico Blanca. But I learned to love black coffee. But I don't go for brewed coffee because I don't want to filter my coffee. When Serjay needs coffee, he needs coffee now. So I just like instant coffee. And if you want a good mild coffee, go for Nescafe Gold. But if you want something much stronger, go for Nescafe Black Roast. Hashtag not sponsored. But if you want to sponsor me, feel free to do so. And also, if you've been to a Family Mart, why don't you go ahead and try their Chicky Pops? It's kind of like chicken popcorn. It's really, really good. And if you don't want to eat like chicken popcorn, you can try their Chicky Filet. And it's called the Fammy Chicky. Because for me, still, what is the best convenience store fried chicken? And why is it Uncle John's from Ministop? Because Ministop is still the best. But before, we didn't have to worry. But now, Family Mart is not so bad either. Grandpa, what was social media back in the day? Well, Sonny, I'm going to tell you about a magical place called Friendster. Where you could actually put your own background music when your friends enter your page. And you also had AOL or MySpace, which I didn't try. And then we had Multiply. So before Facebook was a thing, we still had Multiply accounts. And a lot of businesses used Multiply accounts, but when Facebook became more popular in 2009 in the Philippines, everything migrated there. So there's that. Also, I want to point out this beans on toast sandwich that I made using Hunt's pork and beans. And look at that. They even left a comment. Hunt's PH. So one thing that I'm proud of in this account before is that when I used to do food and restaurant reviews, some of the companies would repost my pictures on their social media sites as well. So I'm very proud that I was actually able to reach that kind of achievement. And so Hunts did the same on their social media account. I think they posted this picture there. Look at that, beans on toast. Don't knock on it. It's good. It's good. But you have to eat it fast before the bread gets too soggy. Trust me. Then, look at that. I actually have a video on my YouTube channel where I reviewed the BTS meal when it came out. And I think some of you remember the BTS meal from McDonald's and how people were going crazy trying to collect the cups, collect the bags, and how some of them would order the food, and when they bring it home, they take out the food immediately from the containers because they don't want it to be stained by oil or anything, they would clean up the bags and then they would resell it in places like Shopee or Facebook Marketplace. They would frame it. Yeah, they would. Lol Benedict 104, thank you very much for the follow. I appreciate you dropping by, and I hope that you enjoy your stay in the Serjavian Nation as well. Good morning to you. Welcome, welcome. Glad to have you here. And yes, this is Serjay Svek talking about food and Instagram. Ben, sure. Thank you very much for that, Ben. And thank you for the shout out as well. Okay, but you know, the BTS meal is nothing really special. It's just chicken nuggets and fries. But I love the sweet chili sauce is already there in McDonald's here in the Philippines, so it's nothing special. But the mustard, the Cajun sauce, that's the special stuff. I love mustard. Mustard, I think, is the best condiment. Move over ketchup. Move over mayonnaise. Mustard is the thing. You can fight it out in the comments if you believe mustard is also good. But I think it's best. Yeah, I also had a Genshin Impact phase. Xinyan, why? I was so happy when I got Xinyan because she was so... At least at the time, she didn't seem to have any story relevance. But at least she had an event dedicated to herself in recent months. So at least now she has a time in the spotlight. Hey, don't knock it, Husk. Genshin. Ben says, bro, I just ate and you're making me hungry again. No worries, no worries. Yeah, I had a Swiss Army knife phase when I collected Swiss Army knives. I also collected this canteen cup that the military also like to use. It's really spacious, and you can fit one of these Nalgene bottles in here. So you can go ahead and do that. It's a 1 liter 32-ounce bottle, and you can fit the entire cup in there. And if you want to, you can actually cook your pancit canton in here as well. Yes, it's a greater healing potion. Pick a number between 0 and 1, Ben says. 0.5. And this is also one of my more popular videos on my YouTube channel. It's where I talk about my CPAP masks because I suffer from sleep apnea, and it prevents me from sleeping or breathing while I sleep. So it's sort of like having oxygen, but you're not putting more oxygen into your lungs. You're just shoving a ton of air in high pressure into your lungs, opening up your airways. So it can be to people who are obese. It can be to people who are fit. It's a thing with your body. So if you've got like big tonsils, if you've got a thick tongue, or maybe you have something with your nostrils, then it's going to be like that. Ben, thank you very much for the gifted sub. I greatly appreciate it. And thank you as well, Husk, for the what's this? The appreciation on that video. I had no editing done on that, so I had to do quite a few retakes. But thank you. And also, I'm going to be showing some of the meme videos that I do. So this is one of my videos where I try to imitate Pedro Pascal from Wonder Woman. You know, I think he's the best part of that movie in his role in Maxwell Lord. So I tried to imitate his line there. Oh, wait, sorry. Wrong one.
Life is good, but it can be better.
There. Life is good, but it can be better. Oh, what a time. What a time. And also, I don't know if this is the same for you, those who are not from the Philippines, But in the Philippines, we usually have like we also, yeah, that meme, I love it. And in the Philippines, we have when we have like medicine commercials, usually they would have like, oh, there's a medicine, blah 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 blah, and then at the end they're gonna say like, government warning, blah 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 blah, is not safe for your health. And then at the very end, super fast, per DTI permit number 00110 series of like that. I'll show you what I mean in this minute. But thank you for that, Ben. I love your accent. It's really relaxing. Why? Thank you very much. I appreciate it. So I'll show you what a typical Philippine commercial with medicine is like.
Remember to use nondescript medicine for all of your aches and pains. Government warning. Nondescript medicine has no approved therapeutic claim. Per DTI permit number 00110 series of 2021.
It really has to be that fast. Always. It's kind of scary. Per DTI permit number 00110 series of 2022. Oh boy. I had a bunch of weird videos back then before I focused on streaming. Goodness gracious. And this is the one that was featured in McDonald's sometime before. You got the fam rolling here. I hope your family's enjoying the show, Husk. And yeah, so this is the K burger from McDonald's. This was back in 2021. So this was like Korean style burgers. And look at all that sauce. It doesn't really look that appetizing, but it looks like, I forgot how they made this black. I don't know. I doubt it was charcoal or something, but they made it black, and they had a chicken and a beef burger version. The chicken is so much better than the beef, because the beef one is just like your regular McDo cheeseburger patty. It has both the chicken fillet and the beef, regular McDonald's cheeseburger. I still prefer the chicken more than the beef, trust me. I still want to bite it though. Understandable. Okay, Ben, thanks very much again for the gift sub, and appreciate the lurk. And you know, since we're here, we're watching my embarrassing videos, I'll show this video that featured me and was recorded by Milas. Because I went back to my hometown, and then I had a bunch of pasalubong, or treats and snacks that I wanted to bring back to when I came back. So here's this video. And I was like, hey kids, you want some candy? So here's what I got here. And look at the hat that I borrowed. I borrowed it from Milas' mom, and then it was me trying to do my best Bogart the Explorer impression.
Hey there, kids. You want some pasalubong?
that grin is just so creepy. Oh my goodness. But all the treats, those are my childhood treats, you know. Because the thing is, in the Philippines, we're an archipelago, so different parts of the country have their own specific treats. So if you go to Iloilo, for example, you will see...
You want some?
Wait, let me see if there's a pause button here. There's no pause, but you could see there, I got some otap, some piaya, bizcocho, a bunch of other things. So if you go to Iloilo, if you want to buy some pasalubong or some snacks for your family, I suggest you visit places like Bizcocho House or Bongbongs or Panaderia de Molo, because you're definitely gonna get some ones. Bizcocho is really good, yes, especially if you got coffee. You can dip bizcocho. For those who are not non-Filipinos, bizcocho is like biscotti, so breadsticks or toast, and then you dip it in coffee to soften it up, and then eat it. Really good, really good. And then my personal favorite coffee in the entire Metro Manila is Nanyang. Look at that iced kopi. So it's very sweet. It's coffee with evaporated milk and condensed milk. So it's very, very sweet. But it's so, so good. And behind it is my cheesy chicken noodles. Favorite snack. And there's Milas over there when we were watching Doctor Strange, Multiverse of Madness. And there we are, having his favorite ramen nagi. This was before I went to the gym, so I was still a bit rounder back in the day. But look at Milas's glorious mane. Lovely hair. Coffee, lots of milk, sign me up, Hus. Yep, that's definitely true. And look at that. When I went to IKEA, because some of the signs, they have it written, like they taped on the floor, but sometimes they use like light from the ceiling and then it goes onto the floor. So I had a lot of fun with my shaved head, and I looked like I was Aang from Avatar. Serjay Svek, destined to be the next Avatar. We be having fun over here. So let's scroll down a bit further. What we got here. And okay, so the Svekatar. Oh my goodness. And this one, Nagaraya garlic cracker nuts. My personal favorite, garlic. No question about it. Hot and spicy, the red one is just so spicy, even now. But garlic is my personal favorite. I don't know what you like, but yeah. The Svekatar. Master of all pasalubong. Ben says, I prefer the barbecue. Fair enough. It's good. It's good. I just like garlic more. Garlic is always good with everything. I want to point this out too. This is in 2021 in my YouTube channel. Oh, you said, thank you for the PNG. It's actually a GIF, and Milas was the one who animated it. I actually told him, Milas, I just want you to have like a pose where I am not talking and talking. And then maybe where I could blink. But then he went above and beyond that and animated it so it looks a little more lively. So if you want to go ahead and check out Milas's art, go ahead and follow him on these links here. I also have one for my editor, Gladius, for my videos, because this next Wednesday is going to be another Splatoon edit video, so you can check it out on my YouTube channel. And on April 2021, I reached 100 subscribers on YouTube. But as of today, we are now at 500 plus. So I appreciate everybody who has chosen to follow and give me the support. So thank you. And because of that, Milas, I will deal with you by doing the fancy Taglish. Because I don't want to use the C word, the Konyo word. So we'll be spokening in fancy Taglish in this very good morning. I hope that you all had your almusal. I hope that it was masarap. And if you need to go get some snacks, don't forget to go outside and make tusok the fish balls. And then make sure that you go ahead and have some sardinas. The best jarred sardinas is always your Montano. Oh my goodness. It's really, really good. And it's very, very masarap. Especially if you go to BGC, meet the shouties in Starbs, eat some spaghetti. And if I keep talking with my fancy Taglish, my lalamunan will be so masakit after a while. So please pray for me. Ben says, I like you as a streamer. When's your next stream? I plan to raid you. My next stream, my susunod na stream, my next stream is going to be on Sunday. That's going to be 7 p.m. Philippine time, plus 8 GMT /UTC. So feel free to go ahead and drop by if you want to. Thank you very much. Maraming salamat po. Ang galing mo naman, Serjay Speak. Yes, Serjay Speak. Yes, very, very magaling. And once again, 7 p.m. Yes, 7 p.m. That's right. And once again, this is a litrato, a picture of me in front of the clock, because every year, every bagong taon, I always have a picture in front of the clock holding an item, and this is my first my mauunang unofficial merchandise, my Serjay Svek cup, which is broken. No, it's not mamaya na po. I have work mamayang gabi. My next stream is going to be 7 p.m. ng Linggo, Sunday, in the Philippines. Yes, so Sunday, 7 p.m. Yeah, Lingo. And if you see here, look at this mud crab claw. It's so big. It's so malaki on my kamay. Look at that. You can barely see my deliri below the mud crab claw. Is that a face reveal, bro? Well, someone please shout out Rolling Thunder for me. Oh, thank God, it's over. Yes. Are you teaching chat to be konyo? No, Rolling Thunder. It's a redeem on my Twitch. I have to speak in the fancy... No, we don't call it konyo here. We try to call it fancy Taglish. Dang it! We have to do it again. Okay, fine. All right, Ben. Since you were very generous, I'll go do that. So we are talking in the fancy Taglish, making sure that we, don't do that. Yeah, so it's not konyo, it's pro-yo, we positive here, especially when we go to BGC. And yes, this is my face reveal, but when I had more hair. And this is my favorite shirt from when I got it from Comic-Con back in the day. And I will be seeing you, makikita tayo, in SMX, maybe, for cosplay Matsuri, December 28th, or I don't know how to do dates in Tagalog. On the 28th of December 2022 until the 30th of December 2022. I don't know if I have tickets, but I don't have any tickets, but maybe I can try going outside. Team Labas, Team Labas. Go ahead and look for me in Mendocoro or IKEA. Yeah. Imagine if we meet. Why not, Ben? Why not? I'll go ahead and give you a follow. Susundin kita. I suck at Tagalog. I'm sorry. I will follow you, as in stalking. I am so sorry if it sounds like that. But you get what I'm trying to say. Yeah. And I would like to say, for those of you who like Panda Express, masarap talaga ang chow mein noodles. The chow mein noodles are really, really tasty. Why do I still... Am I still talking in fancy Taglish? We still have a redeem, bro. I can't fully understand, but I feel like it should be pain. Husk, think of it as Valley Girl accent, but Tagalog. And you'll see what I mean. So there's that cringe. Okay. So yeah, masarap ang Panda Express chow mein. Orange chicken forever. And before that, did you know, mga bata, noong panahon, back in the day, KFC also had orange chicken shots back in the day. Milos would remember. Maalala ni Milos. Noong panahon. After this stream, I swear to God, I'm gonna go inflate the price of the fancy Taglish. Yeah, so there's gonna be red hot spicy chicken? No, not yet. I have hindi ko pa na try. I have not tried the red hot spicy chicken. Oh my... Thank God it's over. Oh my gosh, kahil na chicken, very yummy. That's true. Indomie is great, the noodles, but they only have like a few options though. So there's that. Not a lot of choices. And then I was so glad when we finally got to when we finally had coffee brought back in convenience stores, because for a long time during the pandemic, coffee, they stopped having canned coffee in the convenience stores, but I'm so glad that they brought it back. Trust me, nothing made me happier than that. All right, so let's go a bit further down. So these were all taken during the pandemic, and these were all food from Sipud back in the day. Ben, sorry, I'm trying to fix up my Discord, so I'm trying not to invite people there. Sorry, it's a mess. But you see here, this is all from my sister's catering business, Sipud, SIPUD. They have a Facebook site, and you can order. If you're in the Metro Manila area, you can go order their food. We have crab here. We have cereal shrimp. We also have some gambas al ajillo, garlic shrimp. Chilean mussels as well, with wine and butter. And then spaghetti al vongole, which is spaghetti with clams. Paella as well. And a bunch of other things. So this was kind of like the business my sister went into when the pandemic happened. It's because people, you know, for a lot of us in the VTuber community, a lot of us started VTubing in 2020 when the lockdown started, because, you know, we were kind of stuck at home. There was nothing much to do. But for my sister, she decided to expand into her dream of cooking food. So if you want to go ahead and check out her food, go ahead and give it a try, and you should see. So there's that. Promo post with your Sifu character holding your food for Sipud. I get what you're doing. But yeah. And just a funny story. In Spain, tortilla or tortilla. Are y'all the Sipud in Mandaluyong? Yes, that's the one. So anyway, tortilla is what the Spanish call their omelets with potatoes in it. And yeah, it's just a funny thing, because look at how many eggs you will have to use it for. Like 6 eggs, like 1 egg per person. And then dang, and that's a lot of potatoes, but it's so filling, it's so good. The only problem is having to flip it, but it's great. Taco Bell fire sauce. I love the fire sauce at Taco Bell. You're not looking for originality in Taco Bell as for Mexican food, but it's great. And then, of course, you cannot talk about the pandemic lockdowns in the Philippines without talking about Dalgona coffee, which was like the first big TikTok food trend in the Philippines. Everybody was making this. And we tried the first time. This is our first attempt. But we did not have a hand mixer available, so it did not become fluffy. But during the next time, it looked like this. And this is what it looks like. Really nice. Then this was before the pandemic was declared. We had Shake Shack. Shake Shack was here. And they even left a comment for me. Thanks for dropping by. I feel very proud because some of my pictures were featured by the restaurants when I took their pictures. So that's a big achievement in my opinion. Wait, let me go back to the comments. I must have missed some stuff. Apologies for that. Sipud. I suck in Ilonggo. things. That's just how it is. So apologies if I miss your chat. They're high quality pictures. Thank you. These are all just taken using my cell phone and a little bit of editing with the contrast and the brightness. And also, I want to promote Ren. Ren Connect also bakes. So during the holidays in the Philippines, he also bakes. So this is his treat that he gave me. It's an apple pie here and a pecan pie down here. And really good, but he also works on turkeys, fruitcakes, and a bunch of other things. I've come a long way with my composition work. Yeah, that's true. And all because of your help, Milas. So thank you for that. Yeah, so this is the part when we start getting into food. Because again, I only started streaming in 2020. So all of this, going back, is all about my time just with food. See, all about food. And I just want to point out this one. They can deliver food in LBC. Yes, they can. Tachikoma, they can. Ren's pecan pie is the best, indeed, Milas. And Tachikoma, welcome to the chat. Can I have a shout out for him, please? And this picture was also featured by Shake Shack in their Instagram account as well. So I'm very proud of this one as well. And let me point this out here. This is a Thai dish. This is crispy silkworms. Crispy silkworms with a soy sauce flavor. So if you're creeped out by it, I was. But think of it more like a very crispy adobo flavored croissant. So if you think of it like a crispy croissant dipped in adobo or soy sauce, then it's not that creepy as well. All right, so we're done with that. I tasted some weird stuff, man. And here is another one. Oh yeah, Yao Yao. Yao Yao frozen yogurt. Or, as the meme says, because whenever I play Dark Souls, apparently I can't speak English well. Frozen yogurt. Frozen yogurt. My name is Serjay Svek, and I eat frozen yogurt. Okay, so anyway. Alright, so we're going to talk about this other video. So before, when I did restaurant reviews, I would usually take very short videos promoting the restaurant. And this is not a restaurant review, but I wanted to talk about this really spicy hot sauce. So you'll see what I mean when you take a look. Jerk chicken and rice. And he also bought a bottle of their West Indian style pepper sauce, Scotch Bonnet. Now I heard that Scotch Bonnet is very, very spicy. So I even have some milk ready. Let's just go ahead and put this on some chicken. And I put quite a bit here. Well, you know, good luck to me. The things you do for entertainment. It's very gentle. Oh, it burns. Oh, you think it's gonna be a slow fire, but then it just blows up in your mouth. Ooh. So, for those of you who were observing, I was already sweating before that video was taken. And the reason why is because I already tried it beforehand, and then I had the bright idea of making a video out of it. So I did it one more time. I thought I was gonna die. Yes, Scotch Bonnet is mad hot. And then, look at this. If there is one product that I wish that Jollibee would bring back, it's the cheesy corned beef pie. They already brought back the Choco Mallow pie from a long time ago. They should bring back the cheesy corned beef pie. But even better, the pizza pie from Jollibee. Though that was really good. I am not doing the hot chip challenge. No. No way. Ben's Cookies is here. I also like this kind of mustard. This is actually the more spicy kind of mustard, because if it's not smooth, if it's like grainy like this, it tends to be a lot spicier because it's a lot less refined. So there's that. Hot chip and lies with Serjay. No. I also tried some Calorie Mate. If you go to Makati in Metro Manila, there's this place called Little Tokyo, and there's a bunch of places that sell Japanese snacks like ramune and stuff. Yeah, so it's really, really good. If you want to go check out your fix of Japanese food, go try it. And Calorie Mate does not have much of a taste, but it really fills you up. We also had Goldfish, the snack, as well. So really, really salty, actually, Husk. And this is the variety pack. That sort of thing. Nanyang again, my personal fave. Popeyes, my personal fave. Look at my face there. When I finally had some Popeyes for a very long time. I know it might not be everyone's cup of tea, but Popeyes is good for me. It's my comfort food. And again, more food. And I had the bright idea of drawing this on a durian right here. You like Popeyes personally? Quinn, thank you very much for that. And thank you very much for coming to the stream. Thank you. Can I have a shout out for Quinn, please? And yeah, let's go ahead and run that poll. Oh, no, not view results. We haven't even done it yet. Best fast food chicken. So, Jollibee. And then McDonald's. Then KFC. And then Popeyes. Okay, vote now in the chat. Alright, so we're done with that. And then, yeah, I had the bright idea of drawing eyes on a durian. Don't ask me why, because it had this crack here, and it looked like a mouth. I just found it hilarious. That's all. So again, this is the part before 2020 when I focused only on food. This channel used to be known as Hungry Hugot before I became Serjay Svek, because my hobby was reviewing restaurants and stuff. Why red eyes? Because, well, it's nice. It stands out better. McDonald's has fried chicken. I only know nuggets and filet sandwiches. Yeah, in the Philippines, McDonald's also has fried chicken too, Husk. In the same way that KFC in the Philippines also had Unli gravy. And I also want to point out that it was only like a few years ago that I actually began to like avocado. When I was a kid, I hated avocado. When my family would make avocado shakes, I would gag at the smell. So I did not like it at all. And I also tried avocado toast. So it's just sliced avocado and then a bit of chili flakes, some pepper, and some salt. And it's really good, actually. If you haven't tried it yet, but you like avocado, give it a try. It's really, really good. And then I also want to introduce Grey Poupon, a very nice mustard. And the reason why I mentioned Grey Poupon is because Grey Poupon is the brand of mustard that was featured in a number of rap songs back in the day. If you listen to rap in the 90s, for some reason they had this tendency to mention Grey Poupon. because it was based on a popular commercial between two guys in two different cars, and then one of them would ask for Grey Poupon mustard and they would hand it to them. The reference is also included in Wayne's World, the movie, and it's just featured in a lot of rap songs. And there was also this YouTube video that talks about why Grey Poupon, of all things, is featured in a number of rap music in America. So, fun trivia of the day. Yeah, Grey Poupon is there. All right, let's... we're not much left here. Yeah, me and the boys hanging out, having some Popeyes. Yeah, Humble. I think that's by Kendrick, right? Kendrick Lamar. Grey Poupon. Yeah. And then also Spam. We'll have a lot of Spam flavors in the grocery. Teriyaki, cheese, the 50% sodium, the 50% less fat. I still have no idea what's the difference between the two. But one of my personal favorites is black pepper. Really nice. Really, really good. You know what? Andrew Zimmern, the guy that used to eat be the host of Bizarre Foods, of all the things he dislikes, he hates Spam. He hates Spam. And I find that really weird. That of all things, he doesn't like Spam. Sorry about the music. I forgot not to put the music. Did you know that in the Philippines, or outside of the Philippines, the original name of Royal True Orange is Fanta? Because in the Philippines, Fanta is like the other name for like Sarsi or root beer. So when they changed it, when they brought Fanta Orange to the Philippines, they changed the name to Royal. And that's where we get Royal True Orange, Royal True Grape, and other Royal True flavors. So, trivia of the day, if you go to other countries, Royal is also known as Fanta, originally known as Fanta. And this is from a Korean store. Yes, it's true, Quinn. It's true. And if you go to, like when I went to China some years ago, Selecta, the ice cream brand, it's known as Walls, W-A-L-L-S. So, it's just funny to see how certain brands that we grew up knowing are called different things in other countries. And then these are my socks. I like these kinds of socks, you know, the what's this? The ones with food on it. It's just funny. Hey, Amaris Luna, thank you for the sub. Appreciate it very much. Thank you for dropping by. All right. So thank you again for dropping by. Good to see you. Good to see you. Oh, we are running an ad, by the way. So, but for those of you who are not, who are subscribed, you don't have to worry about that. But hopefully this will not take up too much. But thank you everybody who has dropped by. Appreciate it. I better wrap up soon. It's gonna be a while again. And thank you for the shout out. Raise your hands. Just let me know in the chat if you can still see me, if you're seeing the ads. For those of you who are not subscribed, how's stream? Stream is great. Thank you. I'm just going through my stuff here, going through all of my videos, all of my clips, and about my Instagram. Because again, we were talking about social media. The topic of this stream was all about social media, how things have changed, especially with Twitter, how people are concerned about like what's going to happen to Twitter in the future, if they have to open up Instagrams or Tumblrs or other social media sites. And I'm sharing my Instagram because this is the only social media that I have from before I was Serjay Svek. And before I was Serjay Svek, this thing was called Hungry Hugot. Because, as you can see, the only things that I posted here were all about food. I want to see ads. No, why would you want to do that, Miles? So yeah, all about food. And Korean ramyun here. This is a great tea citron tea. If you have a sore throat, go ahead and try that. Really good. Yeah, follow me on Switch. Follow me on Switch. Follow me on Instagram so you can see my food posts from back in the day. And this is a popular Ilonggo snack called pinasugbo, which is caramelized bananas and then with a little sesame and then put in a piece of paper. It's really good, but the problem is sometimes the caramel is so much that it feels like you're gonna snap your teeth if you try to bite into it. So be careful when you eat this thing. And I used to make, again, as the name Hungry Hugot implies, I made a bunch of weird joke videos back in the day. And if you check out my YouTube channel, aside from my gaming videos, you can see all of my old IRL videos here, where I sang commercial jingles, I made comedy skits, tutorial videos, and a bunch of other things. And if you also have a YouTube account, feel free to let me know so that I can include you in the list of featured creators down here as well. I want to get the word out that we have a very big family, especially in the Philippine VTuber community. Okay, not the boys in Acrotex. No, we're going to talk about this one here. Century tuna, a pun.
One can lang. Tuna. Ding!
One can lang, tuna. All right, that's it. Enough cringe for today. So yeah, just more food, and this is my mom's old recipe book. She wrote in this notebook for decades, and she would fill it with newspaper clippings, magazine clippings of recipes, and it's a lot older than I am, actually, and she still has it. More food. Of course, there's nothing more food, but I just need to point out something interesting here. Once in a while, the cream soda. Nice cream soda. It's kind of like vanilla Coke, but not that good. But I want to point out this one nearer to the top. So this is where the gaming streaming content comes in already. But I want to point out this one. Coffee cake soda. Really tastes like coffee. Really tastes like cake. It's awful. It's awful. And this company is also known for making corn soda and ranch, as in ranch dressing soda. Don't. If you can see this in Landers or SNR, do not eat or drink. Please. Thank you, Husk. Avoid the ranch soda. It is evil. All right, so let's go down further. This is when I was in Hong Kong, and again, the reason why I love Popeyes is because there used to be a Popeyes in Green Hills back in the day, but it disappeared. So the only time I could get Popeyes is if my family went to Hong Kong or Singapore, and they would bring it home. Oh, thanks for the stretch, Redeem. And I love Hong Kong IKEA because you have unlimited lingonberry sauce that you can put on your Swedish meatballs. We don't have that here in the Philippines anymore. They will just give you a portion of lingonberry sauce. So if you want to drown your meatballs in lingonberry sauce, enjoy. I miss Hot Star chicken. Hot Star. There used to be a lot more Hot Star. Hot Star is like the really big, flat chicken fillets, but it's super, super salty. So you might as well have some rice ready. But yeah, Hot Star. I think there's still some in Metro Manila. I just need to find it. In Hong Kong, we survived on a diet of goose, pretty much. Oh, if you live in Guimaras or in the Visayas, I suggest you try guava jelly, especially the Trappist brand, made by the Trappist monks. in Guimaras Island. And this one, it looks like this. And I prefer to have it with bread or crackers. Put a little bit of guava jelly in between and a slice of Eden cheese. And it's really good, very sweet. And also, it's if you're not able to run into the Trappist brand of guava jelly, Pan de Manila also has their own brand of guava jelly. So if you haven't tried guava jelly yet, go to Pan de Manila and give it a try. Serjay Svek recommends it. And this is the last place that I actually went to for a food review, a restaurant review. This was Inumart. This is back in 2018. And this is pretty much like a place where you can go and you can go to like the grocery. I can go to the grocery and then you can order your pulutan, which is your snacks or your alcohol. They even have like a recommended list. So if you want to get gin pomelo, you can get your gin and they will give you like they will point you to the pomelo powder that you can mix into it and something like that. But I eventually stopped making restaurant reviews because I ballooned in weight. And I couldn't sleep well because I'm a night shifter. So I only had like maybe 3 or 4 hours of sleep, and then I would go to lunch in the restaurant, and then I would go to work not long after. So it was really bad, and it was not good for me. And because people like my videos, because I like to make videos when reviewing the restaurants, they even gave me a clapper like a director would, and I wanted to call my brand For the Win Kevin, but they changed it to First Time with Kevin because technically it's my first time visiting most of those restaurants. So we'll see a clip here.
First time with Kevin, take 1.
Tikman niyo na ang chicken tikka at ang iba pa sa New Bombay Royale, Venice Grand Canal Mall.
So very, very short clips, just trying to advertise the restaurant. And I made sure, and I'm very proud to say that I always took those clips with 1 take only. Even if it took many takes, we only consider it 1 take. Oh boy. Yeah, those were the days when I went out and then I loved the community. I loved the people. But it was not healthy for me. It was especially not healthy when I had Vegemite. A curse. A curse on Vegemite. A curse. And look how much fatter I was back in the day. See that? Ballooning cheeks. All because of those sleepless nights and because of all the food. So, don't be like that. But I enjoyed my time. I got to meet some celebrities too. In the restaurants that I visited. This is from Two Guys and a Grill. I forgot who these 2 guys are, but this guy is Pepper Tihanki. He is a columnist in the Philippine Star. And I knew him, he does not know me. Yeah. I even managed to run into Chef Boy Logro in a food exhibit in what's this? In World Trade Center. And Chef Boy Logro was one of the guests there. So there's that. And then a bunch of places. Let's just see this one. What was this one?
First time with Kevin.
Bawal yung mga epal, except for this epal. This deep fried pig's head here at Strato Cafe, Destiny Hotel.
Oh God. Cringe. Cringe. I cringe at my past. Thank goodness I make better videos now. My goodness. But yeah, this is just how my life was. Look at my mouth. Look at my mouth as I try to consume this churro. And look at that. La Lola Churreria actually gave me heart emojis. Okay, I had weird ideas for content at the time, okay? And I still remember the Instagram, what do you call this? The boomerang, Instagram boomerang. The loops. That was just fun. And with milk cheese, like... Oh my goodness, those were some times right there. Oh, I think this is I'm not sure if this is the blooper one, or yeah, let's see.
First time with Kevin. Take one. Julia Childs said that a party without cake is just a meeting. Well, I say that a meal without you is very, very bland. So why don't you go ahead and join me here in Sugar House, Power Plant Mall in Rockwell. Believe me when I say that you and I will have a very, very sweet time. First time.
Oh god, the who got the cringe. And you know how bored I was when I actually made a line. Yeah, I looked like I was milking a cow. And here's one thing: I was in a buffet and I was talking about the toast, because sometimes toaster ovens are like the conveyor belt kind of toaster. So I just want to share this one.
And so this bland piece of bread goes into its final journey into the flames of redemption. Not alone. And patiently we wait. We wait. We wait. And it is reborn. Toasty and tasty. And
I was just bored, man. And I will admit, if Go Nuts Donuts was still around, you should still try it. Local donut brand, really, really good. I miss this. This is their pastillas de leche flavor. Awesome, awesome. But it was pretty much displaced by Jayco, by Krispy Kreme, and now Randy's, which is still awful for me. Big size, awful taste. So there. I even got the Who Got King award one time. But yeah, this is pretty much practice for all of my food videos. Of course, and welcome to Doremi Coffee. Mama Chup Chup, good to see you, good to see you. Thank you very much for the raid. And thank you for the follow as well. There we go. Arya, good to have you here as well. Good to see you all, good to see you. So, and the follows as well. So, it's pretty much, this is pretty much me showing my old Instagram account, because just to give the raiders what's happening, we're talking about how social media has evolved, and because especially with Twitter, people are wondering if they want to open an Instagram, if they want to open a Tumblr, something like that. And I'm showing my Instagram account because this is what I had long before I was known as Serjay Svek. So before I was talking about streaming and gaming and stuff like that, which you could see over here, all of the stuff that was included in my Instagram was all about food, because my hobby was food reviews and restaurant reviews. So that's all of that. And it was really, really nice. I loved what I did back in the day, but it's not healthy. So I stopped. What was this clip? I forgot this one.
hi! Enjoying the porterhouse steak here at High Chicks and Steaks.
Okay, don't look at me when I eat, okay? I love this clip. This was taken with an Instagram, and then it had this really dramatic music, and all I did was just raise my eyebrow. Watch this. All right, that's it. And yeah, you could see there is a really big difference to how I composed my shots with the food. This is like 2017. Yeah, go ahead and enjoy your breakfast, Doremi Coffee. Thank you again for sharing your community with me. And hopefully you enjoy some chicken nuggets. And speaking of chicken nuggets, let me just see if it still loads here. Before you go, I was actually one of the people that ordered the BTS meal from McDonald's when it first came out. Yes, so there's that. It wasn't really anything special, but yeah, and I did try the onigiri as well from back in the day. But my food shots, my composition is a lot better now. So shameless plug for those of you who live in the Metro Manila area. If you want to order seafood dishes that are cooked by my sister, go ahead and check out Seafood on Facebook. And it's the blue logo. So you can go try paella, shrimp, crab, a bunch of other things. So look at how much better my pictures are now compared to way back in the day. See, I didn't know how to use the brightness, the filtering and stuff like that. But, you know, that's just how it is, you know. You get to improve with time. And I'm really proud, despite how unhealthy it was, and we're now at the bottom. And Taco Bell is here, baby! The best. So yeah, all I'm saying is that we've got... times have changed. We can never really tell if the social media that we're using now is going to be here forever. Twitter may stay, Twitter may go. Instagram may stay or go. Hive and Mastodon, who are pretty much newcomers now, we don't know what's going to happen, long story short. But all I can say is that if you want to go ahead and build your network, I suggest you do take the time to spread yourself out. It's very tiring, yes. It's very exhausting having to start over and build up a new brand, your brand from the ground up. But I guess we can never really tell in the wild west of the internet. Things come and go all the time. And I guess the only way we could really be stable is to make sure that we don't keep all of our eggs in one basket. You know, hedge your bets. Try to spread the love, spread your brand across many platforms, and you can be more discoverable. It's not easy, like I said. The only reason why I have Serjay Svek is because I decided to leverage this previous account that was only about food because I had a lot of people that followed me there. My posts now as Serjay Svek, because it's mostly about games, don't get a lot of views like before. But at least I'm happy that, you know, I do have something and I didn't have to start all over again. So that's pretty much the theme of what we're talking about for today. And I'd like to thank everybody for choosing to make me part of your day as well. And we'll be ending our stream soon. But before we do that, I just want to play one clip. You know, it can get a bit heavy, these topics near the end. So I just want to end with this clip of me laughing for 1 minute in Splatoon.
Not gonna lie, it's just fun, You may not believe this, but just fun. How was your day, Gavin? Are you feeling good?
Do not get revived in these shoes.
I was confused. Ba't sumasabog sa labas yung words?
Oh my god.
Yeah, I lasted for 1 minute, and you know, I thought I was gonna die. And for someone like me who has asthma, that's like the worst thing that can happen. Oh, nuts. It's just crazy, you know, but you know, that's just how it is. We embrace the scuff. We have a lot of fun. And I had a lot of fun talking about today's topics. Except for Ren Connect. Ren Connect was the one who was like, oh my god. He pretty much lost his sanity. So, but if you want to see the highlight video that includes this moment, don't forget to check out my YouTube channel, Serjay Svek, as well. The highlight will come on Wednesday next week for Splatoon. And if you like to see some of my old content, which involves like my food reviews, my mechanical keyboard typing sounds, product reviews, and a bunch of other things, it's down here on this playlist. It's only available here because I want to focus on my gaming now. So yeah, pretty much that. And yeah, just for one more weird cringe moment before we end the stream, I want to show again this video of me singing the alphabet song, but what happens if you arrange it like you would a QWERTY keyboard.
Q, W, E, R, T, N, Y, U, I, O, P, A, S, D, F, G, H, J, K, L, Z, X, C, V, and B, N, and M. That's the alphabet in QWERTY. Please like and subscribe, it means a lot to me.
Yes, if you like the content, please like and subscribe on my YouTube. And if you haven't followed yet, follow me on Twitch as well, because my next stream is going to be 7 p.m. Philippine time. That's plus 8 GMT UTC. And I don't know if I'm going to be streaming Splatoon or something else. But definitely, I'll go ahead and keep everyone posted if you follow me on Twitter as well. Despite everything that's happening on Twitter, I'm not going anywhere. I'm still using Twitter because that's where most of the lovely people from the Philippine VTuber community are right now. So, speaking of which, let's go ahead and find someone to raid because we're about to wrap up. But I'd like to thank everybody once again for coming here and hopefully making me part of your day. And here is the raid message here. And we're going to be saying hello to... Okay, I think we'll go ahead and say hello to Milim. So yeah, once again, thanks again everybody for dropping by. I hope that you had a great time here, that I was able to bring a little more color to your day. And again, Sunday, that will be 7 p.m. Philippine time, and we'll go ahead and catch you there. I don't know what game I'm going to be playing yet, but we'll see how it goes. So thanks again everybody for dropping by. My name is Serjay Svek. You take care, always stay safe, and keep the world turning. Bye now.